the facts.
Okay, we'll start on Manchester United. We'll give our opinions first. Then Landlord will bring. We'll bring the what? I think I mixed up here.
The facts.
We'll bring the opinion. You bring the facts. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be so hard because you're not objective when it comes to Manchester United. You love them.
Nah, you know me. I never put my feelings over logic. I'm not that guy.
Let's see. I expected West Ham to do better though. That's just my feeling. I don't know if you guys watched the game. They had a couple of chances and I really wanted them to score before you guys got back into the game. I mean, Jared Bowen missed like
that dude
goal.
Like, the one who fell, like the one I put on my Instagram story. I don't know his name. The one who tripped right before making it 2-0.
Yeah.
That messed it up. If he had like somehow stayed on his feet, it was gonna be 2-0 and the game was gonna change completely.
I remember.
Like, that guy pissed me off. The one who tripped, on
but
air.
If I'm to say something about Manchester United, it's just Bruno Fernandes. Nothing else.
That's true.
Nothing else. When I look at that team, I just see Bruno Fernandes.
Honestly, when I think United, I think one-man team.
He's at a certain level. I'm not saying the players are bad, because clearly them guys, Marcus Rashford, Anthony Martial, Mason Greenwood, and they've got some talent. Paul Pogba's got some talent. But when it comes to the total package, the leadership and everything, Bruno Fernandes for me is just the man. When I'm thinking about United, right, I just see Bruno Fernandes. He's just the guy.
Yeah, I think
he does it all. It's the total package.
Yeah.
He's the face of the franchise, like Pulisic.
Pulisic, Captain America.
Yeah, I just think Bruno just has a tendency of wanting to be in charge. You know, he's that guy. When he gets on the field, I'm here, everybody's here to watch me, so I'm going to take this game. You know, that's just how he is. And the first half, though, against West Ham, Manchester United looked flat. Pogba looked flat. I mean, obviously Bruno's not there. You expect Pogba to be the one to get the job done, but he looked flat.
But it's not that good though. He's not as good as Fernandes though.
He's not on the same level.
Look at this guy. He's trying to trigger me to go berserk.
I just think Pogba, I don't know, maybe because I thought he was going to, you know, since he got his chance to play in the position that he says, you know, I want to play in the way Bruno Fernandes plays, he didn't look like that guy. And like what we were saying the other time, I think it's just his character. He's not the guy that's going to grab the game and say, oh, I'm going to run this game. No, he's not going to do that. He's going to have one or two passes where he's going to pin a 30, 40-yard pass. And, you know, if it goes on to be a goal, it's a goal. I think he's just that guy. So, yeah, but first half was very bad. Second half, obviously, he brings on Rashford and Bruno. And you know what's going to happen from then on. It's going to be a Manchester United show.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. Basically, when it comes to Bruno, that's what I was saying. Like, it's about the culture of the club. When we got Bruno, we knew what we're getting ourselves into. We're not looking at potential and talent. We're looking at the heart as well. You feel me? So that's a very, very, very powerful signing. And yes, he's been carrying us for the past few games, 100%. I feel.
Past few.
However,
Past few
he's been
months.
carrying us since he came. Okay, last few months. 100%.
I know, 12 months. He came in January.
Exactly.
So what I'm saying here is the situation with Pogba and these other guys, it's that they've been through so much in the past 2-3 years. These people that have been there with the club and with the whole system, changing coaches and whatever. But Bruno came in, it's been one coach, he came in with an agenda, this, that, and the third, right? When it comes to Pogba playing that position he played during the weekend, if you have not played that position in a long time and if you have been on the bench and whatever, it's also psychological.
Get out. Leave this room.
It's
you can't say that about Pogba. You can't say that about Pogba.
Listen.
You can't say no.
Listen.
You can't give that excuse for Pogba.
My issue is, yes, we might have put him on a pedestal that he is not at yet. Or he might never get to.
Yeah, yet is a wrong statement because I think he's already 27. turning 28 soon. I don't think he's young.
He's not young. However, he's not young. However, this league is very different from all the other leagues. Trust me, if he goes to Madrid right now, if he goes to PSG right now, he's going to be a completely different player. And in those leagues, he's going to dominate.
Obviously.
However, when he came back now, the style of play that he learned under the legends like Pirlo, whoever and however he was playing, he came back with that mentality and with that talent. However, the transition wasn't smooth enough because the league had changed. The football here, like we said, it has no room for creative players. That's why Ozil is not performing. That's why people like Silva ended up leaving. The only person that has art that can still perform at that level is KDB. But it's very hard to come and play that style of football in English because they literally learn football. It's not about talent anymore. They sit in class during their training sessions. They sit in class, and if it's like that, and if you're 4 people that are marking you, no matter who you are, you're not going to do shit.
Nigel says
David Silva ran the league for so long. You can't even put his name. He ran this thing for so long.
Yeah, he ran this thing
and he was doing exactly that. Phil Foden is doing exactly that.
Can you shut up about Phil Foden? Phil is not. He's not that guy. He's not that guy.
He's doing that.
He's not doing anything.
I agree with Nigel. Phil Foden he's a baller right now.
Okay, Landlord, I've got this question for you. When you say you can't dominate games in this league, what frustrates me most about Pogba is he gives you these small flashes. I remember one game. That game, I think that was 10 out of 10 Pogba. I think it's about 3 years ago now. When United played City at City. If City won that game...
That second half.
If City won that game, they'd win the league. I don't know if you remember Paul Pogba's second half. That was like a 10 out of 10 performance from Pogba. He just showed everyone that he's the guy. Okay, he acted like the guy for at least 45 minutes. I'm not asking that from him all the time. He should give me just 70% of that on a consistent basis. I'm sure he'd be the best player at Manchester United. But how can we talk about a guy who's as talented as Pogba, who came in 2016, I think. It's now 2024 years. And I can solely remember just one performance, just 145 minutes from that guy, where he was like just brilliant. I don't remember any other performance.
If you're taking it from that, if you take it from that angle, it's very subjective and it's very wrong. What we can do is we can take out stats now. This is the time where we take out stats. If you look at the stats, the number of chances he has created and whatever, he's been the best player for those 4 years that he has not reached his pinnacle. But he's been our best player, and we've been number 2 twice, I think, in those 4 years. Am I wrong?
You were number 2 once
because
that's the time you were.
Who did you have in midfield?
Number 2 with Mourinho.
Who did you have in your midfield that you can say is anywhere near Pogba's level for those 4 years?
What do you mean? Who did we have?
Who did you say he's the best player?
He was the guy. We are not supposed to.
Yes, because he had to. He didn't have a choice.
So you can't complain. You can't say someone is not performing when the stats are saying he's performing. The stats are
you
saying
can't say this.
You
can't.
Okay. Maybe.
What was his best season assistant? What was his best assist season?
That's what I'm saying. Naz, can you pull up the stats for us, please?
Okay, let me check the stats.
Yeah, pull up the stats for us.
You need the stats because you're throwing things out there, fam.
I'm not throwing things out there, fam. I'm just speaking literally. These are facts. The past 4 seasons, has he been the best player in the world? No. Has he been close to KDB? No. However, has he provided and made this club still maintain its stature of being Manchester United?
His best.
Oh, that's David De Gea.
Yeah, his best assist season.
His best assist season was 2017-2018 with 10 assists.
And how many goals?
Get him out of here.
He had 6
Pogba.
goals. 6 goals, 10 assists.
Get him out of this chat.
2017-2018.
He should go.
The problem with me and Pogba is, Landlord, let me say this.
Yeah.
He doesn't give me that feeling. He doesn't give me that feeling I get from Bruno. You know, when I see Bruno, I don't support Manchester United, but I feel safe. I would like to think that a Manchester United fan feels safe when Bruno is on that pitch. You just sit back and just wait for him to produce. When it's Pogba, it's just like, okay, this game, he gives you a 10
You don't
out
know
of
what
10.
you're getting on that game.
He gives you a 10 out of 10 today. Then he goes for a stretch of like 6 or 7 games. He's just giving you stinkers. Then he comes back, he gives you another great game, then stinkers. You know, it's a cycle.
That's what I'm saying. And we have had this issue. Which position is he, like,
I'm
very
done with this
effective at?
Nah.
But you can't tell me you've been having this conversation for 4 years on which position is he most effective.
Where did he play at Juventus? When he was right next to Pirlo. Right next to Pirlo. Where did Pirlo play?
He was higher than him.
Okay.
But you can't.
Pirlo was higher than Pogba.
Okay, what I'm saying,
higher than Pogba.
What I will say is
no, he wasn't.
When I look at a guy like Pogba and his talents and everything, it seems like it all comes together when he's surrounded by some great players around him. So
Exactly.
can I say this?
Which is very okay to be that player.
No, it's not.
Wait. Then if he's at Juventus and he's surrounded by these good players, when United buy him, so are we trying to say it's United's mistake where they buy him and say, you're gonna come here and we've got shit around us, but then you're gonna be a Steven Gerrard where you play with broomsticks. Steven Gerrard could play with 10 broomsticks and Liverpool would make the top 4.
Look,
something like that.
Look, here's the thing.
True.
Here's the thing. You can't say that because, okay, if you're saying he's such a good player, then he needs to show, regardless, he's got 10 broomsticks. Okay, I don't like Steven Gerrard, but he had 10 broomsticks and he showed he was a great player all the time.
Saying.
You understand what I'm saying?
Different players. Then there's players like Ozil. Ozil, we all know what Ozil is capable of, dog. But if he's not surrounded by people that are hardworking because he doesn't want to mark, he's not going to give you that. There's just players like that. We need to admit we need to get to a point where we say there is players that are exceptionally good, that are world-class, but they cannot be world-class if they are not surrounded by people that are world-class as well.
So are we saying that Pogba? Are we saying that Pogba is talented but is not a leader?
No, we're saying Pogba is talented. However, when it comes to on the pitch, technically, he needs help for him to be the person he has to be. He cannot be that guy by himself, not leadership-wise, but technical ability, his ability as a football player. Okay. He needs. Did you see what he did at the World Cup? Why? Because he had Kante running up and down like a monkey.
World Cup, he's playing against eggs, fam. He's playing against man.
But still, he still performed. Why? Because he had a great player. There's players that are great, players that are good, players that are marvelous. However, these players need to be accompanied or need to be besides players that are great as well for them to shine.
Are you saying this for every player, or you mean it depends on the player?
For every player. I gave Ozil as another example.
Yeah, let me look for another example. Shine with. Wait, you're saying every player needs to be accompanied by good teammates for him to shine?
No, I'm not saying every player. I'm
saying
say
what you mean.
Okay.
So you're telling me
world-class players. Listen, let me say my statement, then we'll take it from there. There are world-class players out there that are very good at what they do. However, they can only accomplish that good and world-class ability if they are surrounded by world-class or above average players. Because they cannot do it by themselves.
Manchester United is above average players. You can't say Manchester United players are terrible players.
Yeah,
they're not terrible, but they're not at that level that will allow Pogba to perform at his level.
So you're saying he needs to be surrounded by world-class players?
He needs to be surrounded by. He needs that.
Okay, but if he needs world-class players around him, that means we're overrating him way too much.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like that's basically saying, okay, guys, we need to give Pogba the best 11 in the world for him to play well. If you give him the people in the 30s, right, in the 30s, he's not to play. He's overrated. Like that means he's overrated. That's basically what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, I might agree with you. Yes, he is overrated, but people that say he's overrated and then he's not world-class, they're capping, they don't know football. You can be world-class and be overrated as well. That's a thing.
Is Pogba world-class? Is Pogba world-class at the moment? No.
Is Pogba a world-class player, period? Yes, he is. Is Pogba playing at a world-class level at the moment? No, he is not.
Do you know what I realized?
Has he played at a worldclass level?
People put Pogba at a higher caliber just because of how much he cost. That's the truth. If Pogba was a $60 million player, you are not going to be saying
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
If United got Pogba for 60 million, you're not going to be talking about world class. You're saying world class because you're saying he's over 100 million. That's the truth.
Exactly.
Let's get back again. We'll go back to the system. In everything that we do on this earth, on this planet, there's a system. The system now, like Mourinho was saying, it allows players like Maguire to be 80 million. You feel me? So it's not about the price tag. It's about the whole situation surrounding what that player is dealing with. Right? Fernandes.
Okay, wait. Can I ask you something?
But you guys are walking around saying Maguire is world class.
Okay. So this
Who
is
was
for
walking around
goalkeeper
saying
prices.
that?
Wait.
You, Manchester United fans.
No.
Okay.
Right,
I have
go
a
on.
question.
Yeah.
So you're saying price tag matters, right? That's the world we live in, right?
No,
Is
it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's not a money thing.
Wait. Is Kepa a world-class goalkeeper?
No, he's not.
Okay, but the man was expensive for a goalkeeper. That's 80 million on the bench, right?
That's what I'm saying. It's the culture now. I'll give an example that we can all relate to, an analogy that's not football. If there's music, right, I'll give an example of music. If there's music and there's Drake, if Drake drops today, right, we all know the numbers that Drake put up or every other time. People are just going to listen because it's Drake. That's just basically that. That's just how it works. But however, when it comes to football, just because you're Pogba, it doesn't mean that you're going to perform.
But he has to.
Yes, he has to.
You have to. You cost 100 million. You have to.
That's
Pepe cost 75 million. You have to play at a world-class level.
That's what I'm saying. You can't use money these days. Coaches are telling you, the system is telling you cannot use someone's price tag to say that's the amount of talent they have.
Chelsea.
It's marketing. It's a fucking business.
Okay, so wait.
It doesn't matter.
It's
I have a question.
You have to.
Wait. You're saying that you can't use money. So if you guys had gotten Pogba for 10 million, would you still be saying he's world class?
Yes, we're talking about his ability. Can we not mix the talent?
No, but look.
What I'm saying is there's a system. What I'm trying to get through your heads, guys. There is a system. We have a system here. So the system doesn't align. It's not directly proportional that the higher you cost, the better you are. No. The higher you are marketed, how much brands like you, what kind of player are you? Neymar doesn't value. Neymar doesn't cost. His cost is not what is. Listen, Neymar's cost is not what he brings on the pitch. Neymar's cost is the brand. He has land, he has this, that, he has that.
Fair
so
enough.
he can cost 200 million, but don't expect him to play at a 200 million level.
Fair enough. I understand what you're saying.
Pogba is a product. He's a business. He's a business.
Fair enough. I understand. I understand what you're saying.
That 100 million was not only for his performance on the pitch. That 100 million was for Adidas. That 100 million was for.
It doesn't matter. Listen to what I'm saying.
Brands.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Neymar costs 200 million, right? Neymar costs 200 million. Fair enough. He comes with the packaging, the brand. Oh, you guys are going to sell this much t-shirts. Fair enough.
Yes.
But they're not paying 200 million just for that. The club is not. PSG is not paying 200 million just for that. They want the Champions League. They want the Champions League from Neymar.
No.
Am I lying, Tinashe?
No.
But Landlord, wait. I understand the whole marketing aspect and the off-the-field package. Pogba does bring that. So, yeah, you obviously will cost a lot. But he also has to perform at some point. Look at a guy like Neymar. If you look at his record at PSG, he has performed. This guy has performed.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get me. Neymar has performed at a level of 200 million or 100 million or however much you are.
No, I'm not saying 200 million, but at least closer to that than Pogba is closer to his price.
No, he has not. Check his stats. He has not scored more than 30
Okay, wait. I have something to say that's
years.
like not with Neymar and stuff. Okay, confirm you said, so Pogba, you didn't only get him for performance, you got him for a brand, right?
Yes.
So why, when like you ask people, okay, Pogba needs to leave, why is it United people say, and a lot of football fans say, no one's going to take Pogba for that much money? Other teams also want a brand, so why didn't they take him then? Because he's such a big brand.
Do take him.
They're not going to take him because he's not performing, right? People are not going to take
Nobody's buying Pogba for. Nobody's buying Pogba for that amount. Manchester United paid at this time. No one.
Listen to me.
Exactly.
Pogba is leaving in January. Let's not. Pogba is leaving in January, and he's leaving for a huge amount of money.
Now, this is a good
Get out of
story.
here.
This is a good story. Where is he going?
He's not leaving for the same
give us
amount.
He's going to Madrid.
Give us possible destinations. He's going to Madrid.
And it's confirmed already.
Fair enough. They might
I've
actually
got
need
backwards
him.
information. My man is going January. He's out.
They might need him because they are actually struggling as well. Yeah, they might need him. Okay, so I
And
think
what you need to understand, we have Real Madrid and Manchester United. These are the two biggest clubs in the world. Why are they the biggest clubs in the world? The Real Madrid, because it was a showmanship. When Real Madrid was winning Champions League with Zidane, Robinho, Beckham, Raúl, Gonzalez, that, it wasn't because they want to win the league. No, they were business-minded first. Yes, this came with the package. Yeah, we won the Champions League, and it helps with the branding as well and our value, this, that, and that. But mainly, they spotted that very quick early in the game. This thing is not about football anymore. Yes, we love football. Yes, this, that, and the third. But the world is changing. It's getting into. We're going to have the internet. We're going to have all these things that are coming. So these players bring more to the club than just what they're doing on the pitch for 90
I
minutes.
understand that,
So
but
what
like,
do we do? It's very important for you to understand how much this
it has
club
to be.
values.
Look, it has to be a good mix, though. Look, if you take Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar, all your big 11, and you put them in the Premier League, and you make that a team, just because it's going to be great for marketing, it's going to blow up. If they're number 19 on the log, it doesn't mean shit. You know that.
It does
if they're
mean
going to
shit,
be at the bottom of the table,
these people are owned by. It's not they don't play for us. You know that they don't play for us fans, right? These people have bought, and there's people that get rich from these are business.
Can't tell me someone has bought for 100 million so they can just sell t-shirts. That's not.
What I'm saying,
Nigel, you're not taking it literally. I'm not saying that's the only reason that they bought.
He has to perform, so Pogba has to perform. He has to perform.
He's been performing.
Get out of here, man.
Not at his level.
Been performing.
He's been performing, but not at the level that we expect. But he's been performing.
Okay, now
he had 10 assists his best season.
We're number 2 that season. We're number 2.
Okay, he had 10 assists.
My question is
come on, man.
Okay, no, that's fine. My question is,
were you number 2?
If Pogba,
yes.
If Pogba leaves in January, like you're saying, he's going to leave. When we look back at this period where he was at the club, can we call it a success? Can we call this Paul Pogba signing a success?
From a fan's perspective.
Never.
Yeah, from a fan's perspective. Because from a
fan's perspective, no. But if I was in the boardroom and what the deals that he did with Adidas, what he did with this, that, and the third, and everything, all this money that he has brought in, do you know that he's probably bringing more money from these Instagram brands and whatever than the pay he's getting at work? Do you know?
I know.
I'm not here to sit around and talk about branding.
I get all that.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm talking about football. I'm talking about football on the pitch. No,
I get all that.
Simple.
It's deeper than that. You can't just look at it like that.
Okay,
anymore.
it's deep. It's deeper than that, but that's not what we're talking about. It's deeper than that, but that's not what we're talking about. That's not what we're talking about, though.
I get all that, Landlord, but when I look at a guy like Pogba, I understand all the marketing is done. It's all great. Yeah. I think it's a positive for United, yes. But at some point, I was of the thinking that in this period that you had Paul Pogba, at least maybe, not a Champions League. I think Manchester United are so far away from that. But at least one league title in this period that he was at United, I was expecting.
Yeah.
That. From a perspective.
I'll tell you the truth. Like I told you before.
You're not about to say this. Don't say this. I
don't put.
You guys brought in Di Maria, Ibrahimovic. You guys were shouting here.
Listen.
So don't say you didn't expect a league title. Don't say it.
No,
don't
say
it.
That. I'm saying what I'm saying is I didn't think that Pogba would literally change our world around and would be Hail Mary and everything. No, I did not. But did I think that with Di Maria, with what this Zlatan and whoever, did I think that we would win? Yes, I did, but not because solely we have Pogba. Nah, never in a million years. Because he's not that type of, even when he was at Juve, he's not a player that can do things like that to make you win the league. He is a player that can contribute to winning the league, but he's not a player that can win you the league.
Wasn't there moments in time when they had all of them? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and our coach was shit. and the coach was shit.
But you wanted the
And
league.
we expected to win, not because of Pogba. The question was because of Pogba. The question was, did you think that in this 4-year period with Pogba, were you going to win? Not with Pogba. Pogba was not that guy.
Okay,
Wasn't
so
he the missing piece?
I'm not trying to blame Paul Pogba. So this goes back to the Manchester United board. Of course, financially, off the field, they do brilliantly. But at some point, when you get a guy like Pogba, you bring him in. I'm sure they were supposed to surround him with enough talent in that 4-year period for you guys to challenge at least maybe once. Because even the year you guys came second, I don't think we can even call you challengers because the gap was 19 points or 20 points.
You see, which is why we go back to that nigga, what's his name? Woodward. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
If we're not been complaining about him for the past 3 years, because he's making business decisions in there, he's not making football decisions. So it's way deeper than us and way deeper than, Pogba is not world class enough. It's way deeper. We are just the small percentage contribution factor to what the hell is going on. It's way deeper than us. It's way deeper than that. You feel me? That's why we have been complaining about the Woodward.
If you buy someone for 100 million, you're expecting something from someone for 100 million. You can't tell me you're expecting
You're expecting to return that. It's a business. You're expecting to return that 100 million.
Yeah, but you're expecting to win something.
That's Woodward's mindset. He doesn't care.
Okay.
I'm talking about your mindset. I'm talking about the fans' mindset.
Okay.
The fans' mindset. I wouldn't think that Pogba will make us win the league by himself. That's why I want us to help players around him.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
So from this, Landlord, you just frankly saying that for the next, I don't know how many years Woodward is going to be running that club, you guys are just fucked.
Yes, 100%.
You don't expect this club to challenge in the near future as long as Edward is around?
No.
Okay. No, this has been a great conclusion.
We challenge for anything, or we're talking about the league? So all four trophies, you're not winning one.
No, the league and the Champions League, maybe an FA Cup.
Not even Carabao Cup.
Maybe FA Cup. We can challenge for FA Cup in 3 years' time.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to.
Thank you for watching TK Sports. For more awesome content from this channel, please subscribe. And also engage with us on our social media platforms down in the description below.